Hi guys, new day. As I promised, today we're gonna work on the feet. I think that our feet is one of the most important tool for beauty of the dance lines, and of course it's our engine for you to control floor when you're moving. For regular life, beautiful feet is just extremely sexy. I'm finding it's one of, especially for the women, it's one of the most attractive part of your body when you're wearing heels. So let's make it gorgeous. Let's make it really stretched and pointed. Let's go to the floor. First, what we're gonna do, it's easy. You can do it every day while you're watching movie, like while you have conversation with someone. You can do it anywhere on the floor or even on the sofa. If you're just sitting comfortably like this on your legs, you would feel that your feet normally don't have desire to touch floor. I mean your toes. Try to not bending your leg, keeping your shoulders down, to point your feet as much as you can. Very nice. Stretch your feet. You can help with your fingers to try to touch with your toes floor. Then straighter line over here, then better. Exercise what you can do for it. If you pointed feet on yourself and you open it out over here like this, now you point it with open position, I'll show it facing you, and you close again. Like this, yes, or like this. So, we have on yourself, out, point here, and close. On yourself, out, point here, and close. Opposite direction. Open this way, make sure that your knee is straight, out, close, and over here. Open, out, circle, close, and open here. Really good. Now we're gonna roll. When you're gonna try to touch floor with your toes, get your foot back with keeping your toes inside. You feel like a little bit cramping over here, right? This is good. Now, open your toes and roll slowly down that your toe is gonna be last. So it feels like this, like cat feet. On yourself, you feel it here. Open your toes and roll down. One more time. On yourself, open toes and roll down. Stretch it. You probably, like some of you, can look at my feet and say like, oh, they're so pointing, I'm never gonna have anything like this. I have to tell you, it is some type of structure of the feet on some people when you can see that they're pointing gorgeous in step, and they're born with that. And nothing we can do, they're just lucky. I made my feet. I worked what I like exercise, what I'm gonna show you. I worked a lot on this to create this beautiful foot, and I actually have to tell you, I find it really beneficial for dancing. So I would suggest for you to spend some time and to create beautiful work on your feet. Okay, now, next one. If you point like this and you're trying to stretch your knee, like pushing, bend your elbow, yeah, pushing it. Now, when you're gonna try to straight, keep resist. When you're trying to go and your arms not letting, and only on the end your feet is finishing, your toes is finishing. One more time. Stretch to yourself and with resistance slowly going down. Good. That was easy. Now gonna be, especially probably for the first try, quite difficult. Don't get frustrated again, just give yourself time. When you're sitting on your feet like this, very important, if you look over here, that you're not letting anything like this happening. You see where my heels? Try to keep your feet together, because what is really important for our foot when we dance, we're never trying to let our foot stretch and point outside. We're always trying to keep it inside. I'll get back to this, I'll work on this. So make sure that you're always stretching this part, not over here. It's really also good for your regular situation in life. If you could twist your foot somewhere, it's slippery or something, hopefully not, but if situation like this, if this part of the foot stretched, it will not support, so you could twist easily. If you're stretching all the time over here and you're working this muscle stronger, they will support you, so it could save really good health for you. So again, when we're sitting bum on our heels, make sure that our heels trying to be close to each other. Now, find support with your hands on the floor and pick up your knee close like this. Do you see how much it's stretching? It's quite painful. Breathe. You got tired of this pain? Come back and relax a little bit. I'll show you in front one more time. You do not want to look like this. You want to keep it all together. Yes, and knee and your heels trying to be together. So you're using floor, you're pushing yourself and you're picking up. Nice. Never like this, because that's really bad. After you did for the first day, I would suggest for you to try only this exercise when you're sitting on the legs. In the future, like when you're gonna keep rolling, what I like to do, first I'm getting here, keeping my bum low. Now I'm trying to straighten my knee like this, standing on the same feet. You can walk a little bit forward. And the most extreme, when I have only one leg and I can do needle, standing on this type of foot, and of course I'm switching. I have weight only one and I'm doing needle, and come back and my feet is here. Then more you getting your weight on this type of foot, then more pressure you have on the bones, and then more beautiful line on them will become. My feet injured many times because of sport. I have a lot of things going on and they're not as twisted they used to be, but for me that like stretching this way feels always really good. What can we do after we did a lot of pain to our feet? What can we do to make it a little bit more relief? When you're taking your foot like this, and with this bone of your finger, try to pressure inside on this area of your foot, over here. Pressure a lot, like you feel like it's hurt a little bit, to muscles all over. So you're kind of massaging your feet. Yes. First of all, it feels good. It's nice circulation. And even after a short time of doing this, look what's happening with my feet. If I have naturally relaxed my foot, so you can see, the one I just massaged is sitting lower compared to the one I didn't. So if I'll spend more time, it's gonna naturally get even lower. If I'll spend time on this one, both of them gonna naturally are not pointing. It's relaxed, it's just lower. Hopefully you can see on the camera. Okay, really good. So of course you do both legs. Now, really tricky. Try to move your arm inside and take your inside part of the ball of the foot with your hand over here. With your another arm, pick up your heel from outside. If you have your foot pointed like this, just twist slowly, ball of the foot down and heel up. Good. But the most beneficial is when you're pointing your foot and you're trying to stretch it like this. Do you see what I do to my foot? I'm making my heel going in and I'm stretching specifically this part to not make outside part going out. So it's over here. You need to feel where is your limit. Please don't overdo, because it's still bones. It's joined here and over here. You need to know like what is right, what is not. And from the beginning, take it slow. But it's really good look when you're pointing all this. Good. Really nice. Both legs again. Next one. It's gonna be, that's where we need to use something like this. I bring it so you can see. You can find any height. You can do it if you have something like on your wall. What I believe, to find balance, whatever for balance we're trying to look for, it needs to be straight. We as a human body, naturally not straight, right? So we're trying to stretch everything. We'll talk about this later. But if we're thinking how we can comfortably stay on the ball of the foot, when we getting our ball of the feet up in a standard, like rise and fall, a lot of like nice and beautiful position for lightening rhythm. For all of this comfort and power of your feet, first of all, you need to spend some time on the ball of the feet, more time than we do in regular life. Nothing we're doing when we can use it, so you have to have some exercises extra. I did every time when I was going to shower. Many of my students know, every time when I'm washing my head, like, or doing any type of like your personal thing, I all the time like try to stay on top of the feet to find this balance. That's why it's much easier for me right now. So you can practice this. Now look, if I'll put my heel like this high, that feels okay, right? Like it's not hurting, it's all fine. But when I will try to straighten my leg without lowering my heel, that's already much harder to stand. I'll show you on this good too. It feels like I'm on really, really high heels. Don't you feel really comfortable to be in this position when you have this support? Idea to find your vertical weight without this support. So you can use something like a yoga bar at first, but after, when you have your ball of the foot and you're stretching this as high as you can, and now when you're trying to straighten your leg without lowering your heel, so it's not like you have this beautiful look and when you're getting up, it's right away going down. At first it will, but eventually, of course, you're going to be capable to create straight line. What we see right now, we see from the ball of the foot over here, straight line. If I'm standing like this, it's angle, right? If I'm stretching really high, my bone's standing straight, so it's much easier for me to find this balance. So this yoga bar is something what you can use to just simply make your feet look like this, right? Feel comfortable enough to straight and spend some time in this position. Again, you can do anything. You can talk on the phone, anything you want to do to distract yourself, but make your muscles stay straight. Another reminder, which could be quite big problem when you're trying to have this, make sure you don't let anything like this. You see how my feet apart? Always trying to keep your heels together. So you stretch, shoulders down, and in this position. That's how you can create beautiful feet. Also, anytime when we do any exercises or at your dance class, anything, you do try to finish your lines till the end of the toes. The way I feel like I'm trying to feel that my nails growing. That's how much I'm stretching. Good luck with everything. Any exercise what I'm giving you, if you're just starting doing this, you have to understand that it never works right away in the comfort zone. It's normal to feel uncomfortable, and I want you to enjoy this uncomfortable feeling. So give yourself time, be patient, and be really, really consistent. And guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate all your messages, all comments what you're sending me. Keep liking, keep sharing, and you can subscribe on the YouTube channel so it will be easier for you to follow what I'm doing. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.